let's take a look at the market action as investors continue to digest the latest jobs report data and potential problems at Silicon Valley Bank. Here we go. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 first of all. I'm looking at a 5-day chart and the 3.5% decline that we've now had on the week. If you look at the intraday here, we really have seen a lot of bouncing around during the session as investors are sort of trying to figure out how to play things here. The Nasdaq is performing the worst today. It tends to when you see rate expectations ratchet up, but there's more going on here, and I just want to detail what's happening. Here is the banking sector. We're looking mostly at the big banks. Now recall, the reason that we are watching the banks so closely today is because of SVB Financial. This is the parent company of Silicon Valley Bank. SIVB is the ticker. And the company yesterday saying it took big losses as it was forced to liquidate some treasury and mortgage-backed security positions. It then initiated a share sale in order to raise capital. CNBC is now reporting that the company's efforts to raise capital have not been successful. It might be putting itself up for sale. The shares are halted. So that's what's going on with SVB, but there are concerns about what's on other bank balance sheets, what is going to be happening as a result of all this. These large banks, analysts are telling us there's not much chance that they're at the same kind of risk. Nonetheless, they are still falling, with the exception of JP Morgan, which is actually trading higher today. And then we are also watching many of the regional banks today. Now, SIVB looks like it's halted, it isn't moving, and that's because the shares are halted pending news. This is what the stock did yesterday. It fell by 60% on all of these concerns. And now as you look today, we're seeing a lot of declines within the other regional banks as well. If I look at the equal weight here, I just want to look at that because I want to highlight in particular First Republic Bank. This is one that is also based in California, and this is also one of the ones where we have seen some of the biggest declines. We have had some halts today because of volatility, not pending news, but because of volatility. But we continue to watch that one close today. So jobs and SVB are kind of the two big stories that we are watching today. On the jobs front, the U.S. labor market, as we've discussed, continues to outperform here, adding over 300,000 new jobs last month in the face of stubborn inflation and aggressive rate hikes from the Fed.